darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, 'cause the vision's softly creeping. Well, hello. Are you in the darkness about prop funds and earning a living from trading? Well, let's find out. And a warm welcome to one and all. And for those of you who have not seen me before, my name is Langers. I am coffee obsessed, scruffy trader. And I've got a coffee in my hand, so it must be coffee time with Scruffy. So what's coffee time with Scruff? Well, it's basically me on a Saturday afternoon pouring myself a cup of coffee, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee, and then giving you some of my thoughts about the prior week, maybe something that's triggered my attention on trading, or I'm answering a query from one of the emails that I get. And this week, it's regards prop firms, because I've had that emailed a few times to me. And the ultimate question that I'm asked all the time is, are they worth it? Can you actually make some money from it? Well, I'm going to kind of put that into real time and show you from my experience, my feelings of prop firms. But I guess ultimately you've got to ask yourself, why do you trade in the first place? You know, I know straight away it'll be, well, it's money. I want some money. Yes, but is that really what you want? See, for me, I trade not for money. And I know that sounds odd, because it's my job and it's kind of what you see me do day in, day out. And I kind of prove on a daily basis that trading can be done. And I do try and put it in the real world, even though the pop eyes seem to have a pop at me all the time. And I'd like to see them have a pop at the statement that I'm about to show them later on. You probably will. I don't mind showing it. I genuinely don't, because it's literally a case of mind over matter. I don't mind, and they don't matter. So, why do you trade? Is it really the money? Well, what is trading as an industry, as a business? Because for me, it is a business. This is my business. But my trading is for freedom. And I know you look at it and go, what? No, you're in business to make money. I'm not. If I was in business to make money, I would be in the other business I own, because I'm fortunate in the sense that I have two sides of the coin here. You see, Winky, my wife that you see running around in the videos, and often you'll see me in her office, has a traditional business, bricks and mortar business. And she is fixed to that. In other words, it opens at a certain time in the morning, it closes at a certain time in the night. It's open 6 days a week. And someone has to be there. You have to man it. Whereas me, well, I can just fire the laptop up and I can trade my pajamas in bed, if I so wish. And I can earn as much as what Winky does, doing an 8-hour shift in the store. So it gave me freedom. And it's something I wanted after running the factory for such a long time. The money was great in the factory, don't get me wrong, it was fabulous. Not so much in the end when it collapsed, but but when in its heyday, it was really good. But it was very tiring. I was there 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, I trade a lot, but I spend a lot of time at home. I can do what I like. If I want to go on holiday, I just pick a suitcase up and off I go. Don't have to book it in with anybody. I don't have to plan anything. I just have to make certain that my trades are closed down and off I go. And sometimes on holiday, I still switch the computer on, have a little look. Why? Because I can. You know, I can sit on the veranda on a morning, a little look, a cup of coffee, watch the ocean waves, and then go about my day. Now that is a business. And it's a business that I love. I genuinely do. Now, Winky, on the other hand, She can't do that. She has to arrange cover for the store, put suppliers on hold, inform customers that the store's going to be shut for 10 days or whatever. There's a lot of work behind it. She can't just up and go. And the other side of it is, when her doors are shut, she don't earn. Whereas I can have a swing trade, computer can be shut for 2 or 3 days, and I still earn. So there's lots of pros and cons behind it. But like any other business, trading requires 2 elements to get it started. Time and money. Because it takes money to make money. Now the time is your education to learn what you're doing, and also the length of time it takes to grow your account. Because if you're a high worth individual, you may be able to fund your account to around 10,000 relatively quickly. 10,000 account will pay you reasonably well each month. You'll get a wage out of it. You can do it with 5, but it's a stretch. You need to know what you're doing. If you've got 25,000 in the account, it's a breeze. You get into 50,000, even easier. In 100,000 account, it's ridiculously easy to make money. Why? Because you've got plenty of opportunity. You can open any trade. Your position size, you can allow it to run against you a little bit. You can buy yourself out of trouble, all these certain things. All right. And you can hedge. That's kind of buying yourself out of trouble. So in the beginning, money is a problem. Because a lot of people, well, they just don't have it. So they have to build it up. And that's where prop firms come into it. Now, there's also, I suppose, another part of time. Because if you're working, you only have small windows of opportunity that you can trade. But that's not to say it can't be done. In fact, I've just finished a challenge doing 1 trade a day for 30 days to teach discipline in trading. And that is something you really need. Watch that series and I'll talk through it quite a lot. But I traded a lot of that very early morning because I wanted it out of the way so I could do my own day job. So what I might do is, I might do another challenge, maybe it's for a couple of weeks or something, where I'll trade, I don't know, before 8 o'clock in the morning. Because I'm assuming if you're working on 9 to 5, say you've got an hour's travelling time, it means you leave the house about 8. So that gives you a window of 6 to 8 o'clock maybe, 2-hour window. That's probably enough because it's quite a volatile time in the morning, certainly for me in the UK, because the European is starting to wake up, so you'll catch the pre-markets of the European and also catch the pre-markets of the UK. The only time I need to be a bit wary of is 7 o'clock in the morning when the sort of Europeans open up and there's an initial spike. But yeah, I'll put my thinking cap on. I may do that. Drop it in the comments below if you want to see it. If there's enough comments, I'll consider doing it. Anyway, sorry, getting off on one. Prop firms. So time can be a problem, but money is definitely a problem because it takes money to make money. So how does a prop firm get over that? Well, you can buy in on a very small amount, but trade a large amount live. And this enables you to generate profits. I'll show you. Let me flick the screens over.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay, this is the 5%ers. I do work closely with these guys because I have my own funds in there. And as you can see, I've done webinars for them where I do the trading and I talk to them pretty regular. So how does the small amount of money come into this? What is the big fella banging on about? Well, it's this. See, let's say you've got 500 euros, $500, £500, whatever it is. and you want a good size account, a life-changing account, because you think you're going to generate a wage of 200 quid, think again. It's not happening. You can watch as many YouTube videos as you like, but I don't think there's many going to show you what I'm going to show you in a minute. And that is my live statement.
Are you serious?
So, 500 quid. Well, what can I buy? Well, if you were trading just a £500 account, and in fact, when I do the challenge, I might start with 500 quid just to kind of prove a point. You're only really going to open up a small position, and it's one. And you've got nowhere to go with it. Because once it's open, your margin's finished. You have to ride that out. Well, here, 500 quid can buy you in at 385, and you will have instant 10,000 funding. That's a game changer, because it means you've got room to breathe. And whatever market you're looking at in the Forex industry, you'll be able to open it. Because to try and open pound JPY on 500 quid is pretty tight. You're looking at kind of euro, dollar, cable, a couple of the others. But some of the big movers, the ones that you want to trade, you can't, because you haven't got enough money. This will allow that.
No way!
So essentially, what you're doing is you're buying a pot. What's the flip side of it, though? What's the downside, I hear you say? Well, the downside is it's a 50-50 split. In other words, if you make £100, you get 50, the 5%ers get 50. But look at it this way. We were talking about businesses earlier on. If you have a traditional business, you have a lot of outlay. A lot of outlay. And if you can make a net profit of 10 to 12%, that's reasonably good. Here, your outlay is very minimal, and your net profit is 50%. So your return on investment isn't too bad. It's kind of the way to look at it. And I often say, don't be greedy. There are prop firms out there that we'll give you 80% profit split. We'll give you 90% profit split. There's a reason behind that. Borderline unattainable. So all you're doing is you're paying fee after fee after fee after fee. And that's kind of where their business model sits. That's not the case here. Here it's fair. They're giving you a live account from day one, and you get profit from day one. And I'm going to show you how much profit you can make. Okay, so that's what these are. And just quickly to show you the difference. When you move straight into the account, they give you 10,000 or 6 or 20, whichever one you take. But this is the popular one. Gives you 10,000. It's good enough to open any positions and generate a reasonable income at the end of your time. All right. You've only got to make $600 to pass it. That is easy. And you've got 180 days. I think end of 6 months. All right. As soon as you've hit your 600 profit, you can draw your profit out, and they will quadruple the account to 40,000. And then you have no time limits on that, and that is doubled every 10%. So if you do 10% of 40,000, they will double it to 80, then to 160, and so forth, all the way up to 1.2 million. It's a no-brainer. It is a real no-brainer. But can it be done? Is it possible? Well, go back to the start of the conversation. Time and money. They're giving you the money. You have to put the time in. And as long as you do that, and you've learnt your craft, it will pay you. And here we go. So, there's a meme. Well, I didn't do it twice. Here's three straight. Put my teeth back in. Here is three statements. And here's the pictures. But the difference is they're not static pictures. These are live accounts. So, milestone achieved. £913 profit. 51 days. There is my equity curve. The part you want to pay attention to is down here. 717 trades, 3.9 profit factor. Very good. Now, I did this one in the summer for them, and it has evolved. And as you can see, there is the trades. There is pages of them. All right. If you want to see them, I'll quite happily go through them and I'll show you all the trades. Live account. All right. Live account. It's now morphed into a £50,000 account. All right. This one is going to pay me $1,095. In fact, what I might do is, tell you what, even while we're on, I'll show you all this first. I'll come back to this in a minute. 847 trades, 87% hit rate, 1.3. What is the relevance of this profit factor? Well, as long as it's greater than 1, it means whatever you're doing is profitable. Now, I did get a kick in the bollocks, as you can kind of see here. It was a drop-off. Hurt me badly. Didn't kill the account, though. And now it's going to pay me. And in fact, I'll tell you what, we'll get it to pay me right now, shall we? We'll take 1,000 out. Take that. 1,000. Yep. 1,000. There we go. That's just paid me $1,000. Why? Because I've earned it.
You're taller than I imagined.
I'm bigger in every department.
So that was that. Paid me 1,000 just for that. So let's have a little look at this. All relative. You know, 26th of the 10th. 22nd of the 10th. 22nd of the 10th. You know, right the way through. Loads of trades. 57 pages of trades. All the way through. Wonderful. Let's have a look at another account. Where are we at? Here we go. Well, I'll show you the trades and I'll come back to that. 25th. 28th of the 10th. A couple of days ago. So these are current. Live statements that you're seeing. And that's 3 of them. Alright. Again, 313 trades. 84% hit rate. 2.5 profit factor. And it is due to pay me well over £1,000 again. So the answer to the question is, are prop firms profitable and are they worth it? Yes, is the answer. I'm very pleased with how these have panned out. The 20,000 account, it's due to click over its milestone in a day or so. And that'll become $80,000. So it's what you're looking at collectively is 6 figures. And those 6 figures will pay collectively on average, I don't know, 1,800 to 2,000 per month. Just by doing my job. And that's the thing. If you treat it as a job, it'll pay you as a job. If you go in as a punt, it'll only ever be a punt. So, I value your thoughts. Let me know if you want me to do that little challenge. Quite happy to do it for you. And if you are trading prop firms, I'll be very interested in how you're coping with it. I think they're a walk in the park. And for the 5%ers, I wholeheartedly recommend them. I really would. And if you're interested and you want to go for it, look in the description below. There's a 5% discount link because I do work with them. And they gave me a link for you guys. So happy days. And I'll be interested to see how you get on with it. So, as always, guys, Trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.